Hey, yeah, guys. Wow. This is Roger in Affinity, Xtra. Celebrating gospel music of Black origin, and this is how we do it. But also, I am known to be a bit of a green boy, a boy who likes who talks climate change, who sees what's going on. Hopefully when this is released, you will see the damages of not damage. You would have had a crazy storm. We had a number of storms. But they call. I don't know if they're just calling it bad weather storms every 2 seconds, but we are having a bit more different in weather. There's been climate change going on as far as I'm concerned, and something to be concerned about and worry about. And now we're what tomorrow brings. We are trying to renew stuff. I really, guys, I'm always going to highlight this climate change situation because I believe it's something to be wary about. What can we do? What can't we do? It's very frustrating when in the UK there's not much support towards solar panel. They keep putting these fancy dancy adverts out there. Said yeah, we can help you get solar panels, but what's the point getting solar panels if you've got no battery packs? It's just a making money scheme for electric companies and whatsoever. And it's tough to take these electric companies serious because I feel like their agenda is which is fair play, but they're just extorting people because of privatism. I'm not saying privatism should never have happened, but there's no focus in terms of how do we go forward in terms of with the green climate change. We're seeing weather change now. One thing I did see when I went onto the BBC website, which shook me a bit still anyway, yeah? That shook me a bit, but just, you have to, when you look at graphs and so on, and I'll visually show it you because I think you guys need to realize this, yeah? What we should be alarmed about, because we're going into 2026 wondering what the temperatures are going to be like, yeah? So, let me just show you this visually. So visually, this is what I'm looking at, yeah? So if we go into this bit more closer, let me just get right. So the key thing for me when it comes to in terms of weather, you don't just look at one weather and just go like this. Oh yeah, we had a hot summer, that's it, club. We're not saying that. You have to look at things over a time, because you can see that there was some freak weather systems happening now and again. 1976, one of the hottest summers ever, but that doesn't mean the average temperature of the year was that hot. But it balances out. But if we look at from 1884, you can see, the graph's going up and down. We can see there's a gradual increase. See, you could argue and say, I'm not even going from the 8.5, I'm going from the 7.5, and now it's hitting 10. So you're going up by about 2.5 centigrade. That might be not much to you, but that's a major amount. Is that slowing down? Is it increasing? I don't know, but we, guys, that's something to bear in mind with. And the weather's gonna be more freakish and it's gonna get more hotter. You can argue, say in the UK, we're not being affected about things, but we're not on the front line of climate change. It's amazing how nations which are not on the front line of climate change, we will feel it soon if the polars kind of start melting and so on, and that causes another thing. Some countries are going, yes, that's exciting, so we can actually travel off and quick travel from each continent across the Arctic Ocean. But let's be real, it's gonna be scary times going into 26. I'm not scaring people totally in terms of going, oh, this and that. People are saying, oh, why are you focusing on this stuff and whatever, but we're here to be stewards of this earth. And I feel that, what, I will forever be highlighting on the show climate change and what we need to be looking at, and that I might not be I believe as an organization we need to always point out these things because we want social change. We also want people to be educating the environment. So guys, please Let's be wary. Let's have a look at how we're driving, why we're driving. If you can, it's little things like this, guys. If you can walk. You don't always have to drive everywhere. That's good for your body and good for the environment. Sounds crazy. If you only go use 2 bags from the shop at the road, go up there, walk up there, and walk back. You feel good physically, and you're doing good for the environment. Little things like that, guys. We need to come back into our behavior. But this is Roger and Affinity Action. Celebrating gospel music black weekend. I'm just saying, let's be mindful of climate change, and this is what we need to do, man. Just learn and do that. I'm not the best, but I want to do better. And I want to be in an environment where I so would love to have solar panels on my yard. Not only to save money, but for just renewable, put batteries there, and just be wise with it, man. But that's just me. But listen, it's Roger and Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music black origin. And yo, keep an eye on the climate, man. But everybody seems to be looking up to heaven. So here's a track called Heaven. Kilo, just get ready for this. Heaven vibe.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you.